They won't tell you.
Hello.
Hi, name's Sarah.
How are you guys?
Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Oh, welcome back.
All right. Thank you.
Well, how are they fitting into their new identities when the season kicks out?
Not well. My character especially, she's a fish out of water with what she's been handed. And, she's a hooker by day, killer at night. They told me not to tell you guys, but you'll be the first. But no, it's tricky. It's tricky for us, because we've been handed these identities that we're not very good at. But also, we have a number comes up and we have to find a way to, fulfill the number, but then not get caught by Samaritan and its people, and then go back to our day job, so to speak. But it's tricky.
Pretty sure that there should be a spin-off of a sitcom of Shaw and her new identity because it's very funny.
Have you watched that?
Possibly, yes. You should watch it.
Has the relationships between the characters changed because of the situation, or is it? I mean, are you still sort of in the same place? Like the two of you.
We have to be careful because we can't communicate openly. So we're having to find new methods of, working together and.
I think as far as my character goes, there's a hunger for violence and to get back to good old fashioned killing, and Root, my relationship with Root, she's relying on her because she kind of is the one person that can speak to the machine and she can give the information, but I guess our relationship kind of is the same. It's more of that flirting, non-flirting, love, hate, will they, won't they? That whole aspect of it.
Yeah.
So Ruth's already sacrificed so much, she's lost her hearing at this point. Is there anything that she wouldn't be willing to give up in order to protect what she feels is vital?
I think that sort of plays into her identities for this year, that, she was willing to do anything to the machine, and now she may be willing to be anything for the machine. So. As of right now, she's still trying to fight the battle, to make sure everyone follows the rules. Like she's still the disciple of the machine, saying this is what needs to happen and this is what she's telling us should happen. It's just the line of communication that I had with her last year, where she could really speak to me and I was constantly getting information. Now that can't happen with Samaritan out there, so it's having the machine speaking a little more cryptically and in puzzles to figure out what she wants us to know and how much she can tell us without endangering herself.
I was just saying, Robert's also got her own geek squad. So.
I know, I hope that they're back. They were fun.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess that, do you know if...
We're just getting, they don't tell us anything. You probably know more if you've talked to Greg than we do, so we don't know anything. But it seemed like, as of last year, that they were going to be around to help us out.
Well, that's cool. Go ahead.
I'm just wondering if there is any way in which Root's faith in the machine could be shaken, and vice versa, if there's any way that the opposite could happen, where you could establish some sort of faith in almost a higher power.
That I could establish a faith, or Shaw could.
Yeah, the opposite.
I think if that were to happen, I think, obviously there is a level of trust right now between Shaw and Root. She trusts something, or else she'd just tell Root to go fuck off, and she would just, do whatever she wants to do. And but I think for her to really sort of invest possibly in a higher thing, something big would have to happen to her, and I'm not exactly sure what that would be. She kind of has this very cut off, slight mistrust of everyone to begin with, and I think she feels comfortable in that. It would have to be pretty major for her to give that up.
Do you know if we'll be getting more backstory about Shaw? There just seems to be a whole mess that they haven't
Yeah, I
touched
know.
upon
It
there
would
yet.
be pretty juicy if we ever got to know anything about her and why she became. I mean, they did some slight things last year, and you got to see the crack in the veneer and how that happened. But I'm not sure, to be honest with you. From all I know, it seems like this year is really just about those two gods fighting against each other.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting because I think we could lose faith at any time because we're still trying to fight the battle for the machine and yet she's left us a little bit stranded. So I don't know. We kind of are having to almost having to use each other more because we don't have as much information coming in from her. But I just made that up, so that may be wrong.
No, yeah, I think you're right, though.
Okay.
Well, Shaw and Pasco's relationship has evolved so much. They really had a kind of gorgeous arc last season.
Yes.
What can you tease about? Have you had any scenes with Kevin so far?
I haven't. I mean, we are still shooting our second episode and about to start our third on Tuesday. So, I'm assuming, because we all end up working together at some point, so I'm sure I'll be back with him at some point. But, it's been very heavy Shaw and Root and Shaw and Reese, I think, so far.
Is because of what they've been through. Are they able to kind of trust each other? Like, is there any kind of doubt about the time apart has led to other loyalties or?
This goes back to some stuff I can't say, but there is another entity that enters in the picture for Shaw. There's another thing. She almost kind of has 3 jobs, possibly. Like I said earlier, I think there's got to be a level of trust between everyone because, like you said, the machine isn't speaking as clearly as it once did. We are having to rely a lot on each other, and we do so. So, I think there still is a mutual trust that's there between them.
Are your cover identities changing over the course of the season, or are you just started and you're a completely new person and then?
Well, I think mine is to remain what it is. Like I said, there's an addition to that, but I think that's from what I've heard. That's going to stay. Yours is different.
Yeah, Ruth's willing to do whatever she needs to do.
Are there going to be a lot of wigs and costume changes?
I
would be fun.
I will hope so.
That
Someone
would be
mentioned
really
hot
fun.
dog on a stick, and I really hope that happens.
That would be nice.
It felt like the show was going to be, sort of like a lot more paranoid, based on the end of last season, but it also sounds like all of this fish out of water stuff could just be really fun.
I mean, it feels like sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say it's a really good balance because even though there's some very serious stuff, there's a lot of humor in what they've got. And now that we all are kind of split up, you can really follow different people, like doing stuff that normally you wouldn't see them do on POI. So